Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today, I don't know, I just been in kind of a slump, and I feel like I just been piddling and not doing a whole lot productivity. I don't know. It's just like, I have been working at my mother-in-law's this weekend, and I'm just going to go through here, show you what I've think I've not shown you guys while I talk. And I don't know if I'm looking for something different or what have you, but I'm trying to open my little case here to put my little pens in. And I've been working in the book, but I've sort of been kind of like to myself here lately. And I don't know, just I'm always a kind of to myself type of person anyway. So I feel better doing things by myself and being by myself. But anyway, so I'm always trying to mimic what's over here. So I try to mimic that again with my own stamps that I had. And then here's my little washi tape. And I wasn't too happy with this lady's dress, so I painted over the whole thing and then went back, filled in the lines over here, and just wrote a bunch of craziness like create art, breathe art, think art, do art, and just kept putting. And I went in it in the black, and then I went back with the white, and I need to go in here and do these in the white. And couldn't remember if you all seen this page. And sort of just been looking for something else to do, but I've been trying to sketch out, the Willowing and the Jane Davenport ladies, and trying to, I was trying to perfect it, but I mean, I guess it's perfected in my own style, but, trying to do what they do. But here's one that says, I'm not making a mess, I'm making a life. But anyway, I had found actually some lips in a magazine, and they were a little bit bigger. I think they come out to here, and I just stuck it down thinking, okay, I'm going to draw a face around it. And then once I did it, the more and more I drew the face around it, the lips just kept throwing me off. So I ripped the lips off, and it was left with a little bit right here. But, I just left it. And, I didn't like the way I had done it at first, and the nose was too high, and you could probably see remnants of the nose up here. So I moved the nose down, and I bet I went over the eyes probably 20 times. But anyway, just trying to broaden my art skills, with different art skills. And how we all see other people's art, and we all try to mimic it. And here was the page, where it just had the lady and the apple on it. So I said, okay, I'm gonna make the apple her cheek, and I'll just draw around that. So basically, that's what I've been doing in the middle of the night, just trying to, go back, fill in these pages. And really, that's all I've done. And really, I feel like I've been in a slump. And I don't know, just like Monday, I didn't feel like doing anything. And it was kind of overcast and cloudy, and put me in that kind of sleepy mood. So I didn't want to do anything that day. So come Tuesday, I really didn't want to do much. And, I did still have these little books, my little leather books, which I thought I would like them more than I did. But seems like the paper you know, as much as I'm wetting the paper, it seems like it's wanting to come apart here at the little seams. And I'm just not real happy about that. I'm trying to decide if I want to change the paper or maybe put less paper. I mean, I'm a brainstormer, but I just can't think of anything of how to do it. I don't know if I want to take out some pages, but I feel like if I do that, then this binding here on, you know, might not be as tight, or I need to find a different way to bind the paper or whatever. But then, so then I started making some more beads, and that wasn't really wowing me. And so then I was at my mother-in-law's, and we was going through paint chips. You know, I had took her a bunch of paint chips. So then the other day I was, you know, these are the big ones that have the 3 little holes in them. You know how you have 3 paint chips side by side. So I cut the 3 cards away from each other. And I thought, okay, I'll put those little butterflies on here. Well, that wasn't wowing me either. I mean, I can sit here, you know, all day long and, you know, put butterflies on a little card, which that would be pretty neat. But I mean, there's about 60 of these, or 60 or 70, and all I would have is a bunch of little cards with butterflies on them. And, you know, I guess you could put a little saying on those. And, you know, I could take my, whatever that thing's called, my label maker, and put those on there. So, I don't know. I had all those spread out on my table. And, you know, that wasn't wowing me after I had bought all these little butterflies. And that kind of wasn't wowing me. So I don't know. I just said for the 3rd day in a row, I need to come up with something. And so the other day, you know, I've been kind of interested in cards, which I've explained that to you all before. I like cards. I like shuffling cards. My husband doesn't like me shuffling cards, but I like shuffling cards. But anyway, I had all these cards. And what I proceeded to do was to take the tissue paper, the Tim Holtz tissue paper, and cover each one of them. And that's what I did. And then I thought to myself, you know, the other day I was making my own paper, you know, got some of my own tissue paper, and you know, was stamping it out with my own stamps. I believe I might have showed you all that the other day. So then I came back in here today saying, well, what could I still do with these cards? So, well, the other day, so after I had done that with my cards, I had found something else on Pinterest where, you know, somebody had made another tag book. And I thought, well, I'll make a tag book. And that's where that led me to. So then I said, okay, I'm going to sew them all together, because my other tag book I had made, I had done with 3 sheets, a whole sheet of paper, and, you know, folded it 3 times. So they were all hooked together, but these were not. So then, you know, I was taking some 2 pages that I had this already stamped on the green, and I said, well, I've really not done anything with those 2 pages, so I'll use those 2 pages. So out of 2 pages, I got all these pages right here, which I cut it in thirds, and then cut it you know, 2 times more this way. So that I ended up with, you know, 6 cards. And what I did was I thought that I would stick all 6 cards in some solution because they was way too bright. I wanted to tone them down. So I thought, okay, I'll make up some paint, which I've been in love here lately with this quinacridone looking paint, which I've almost run out of it in my watercolors because I've used it so much in that Jane Davenport book that I thought I would make my own. And actually that color was made from raw sienna and cadmium yellow. And that's how I made that. And I just threw them both in there and didn't, you know, stir it up really well because I wanted it to be kind of blotchy. So what I did was I stuck like, I don't know, 12 or so of these cards. I was putting them on paper towels. And then I'd put each card on, you know, lay them out however 12. And, you know, I was just painting them. And then I would put 12 of them in my oven on the convection to dry them out. Well, then when I came back, and I thought, okay, I let them all dry. Well, when I came back, I had these, you know, my paper towels that I had laid them all on. And I thought, that made a very interesting, you know, how the paper towels, you know, bled the colors. So I was really digging the colors that bled. So then I said, okay, well, I'm going to, you know, connect my cards that way, which that was painstaking. But, you know, I just laid them all, my paper towels end to end, and kept laying my cards on them and gluing them from end to end. And then I glued them on, but I said, well, I didn't know how great the glue was going to work. So then I said, well, just let me stitch around it. And so that's how I got to this point. And then I came in here today and said, you know, I'm still thinking about this paint over here I have. So I started playing with my cards again, and I still don't know what I want to do with these. I thought I knew what I wanted to do. It's like I want to do some kind of theme with all these, but I don't know if I want to buy more, what have you, like this, you know, from the Collage Collective book. And so I came in here today and picked up my cards. So I said, well, you know, maybe I'll go over them with that solution, these cards here, and tone them down because they're kind of bright. And you know, that's fine too that they're bright. And you know, some of these are not cards. It's, you know, my 12 by 12s, and then I stuck the tissue paper that I had made with my stamps on the fronts. So not all of these are cards, but then once I had cut all the squares out, I had to go back and clip each corner so it would be like my cards. So, you know, that kept me busy for a while until I could think about what I wanted to do next. So then today I came in here and I said, well, I'm going to paint these cards. So I came in here and stuck them all on the my paper here, and had them all spread it out across my paper. And I said, well, okay, what am I going to do next with them? And then I thought, well, I got all of these to paint, so I thought, what do I do with the ones that are wet? So I stuck them in this, you know, this is an old dictionary, really old dictionary. So I stuck them in here. I made like a Rolodex. All you do is, you know, fold down the page. And, you know, they weren't soaking wet when I stuck them in here. They were, you know, somewhat a little bit dry, but I made sure that I did a wash on them, not a flood of paint on them. So then I stuck them in here to dry. And as I was going through, I kind of thought, you know, maybe I could put these pictures from the dictionary on my cards. So I took one of those out and was trying that. And, you know, that wasn't wowing me. I mean, I could use this still on something else, but for this application, I don't think it's wowing me. But I could still, you know, pull these little photos out. I thought they was interesting. So then I was still sitting here playing around with them and letting them dry out. And I thought, well, I'll just make something on this page with one of my cards. So, I had come up with this thus far. I thought I would stick this down. And let's see if I can get some glue out over here. I don't know how this is going to stick, because really, this here's got like that thick coating like the Variety magazine has. And I just thought I would stick that there. And, you know, I got a bunch of stuff I cut out over here to go in those little books, but I just never, I don't know, I really just lost interest in those little leather books so quickly. I didn't think I would, but I think I'm in a slump. I think I'll love it again. I'm just in a slump. I don't know if I need to just get off social media for a while. But, and then here goes the little butterfly again. Which, let's see how this does. I probably need my I don't know if I need my tweezers or what have you, but I figured this card would want to stand up there, but I may have to go off camera and get this again. But that's what I'm telling you guys. These things are not old people friendly, if that's what you want to call it. If any of you know a better solution, let me know. I mean, it is just so thin. I'll come back in a minute. Okay, here we are back. And that probably took 2 minutes or more to take that off. It's not easy peasy. And so I thought I would use these Diane Reevely letters and then put me some wording up there. I'm trying to find my thing here. And these letters are not the easiest to, like I said, to use either. Because the B, the D, the P, they all look alike. But anyway, you have to think of it backwards. So I thought I would put a word on here. Is that going? I don't think that's the E. Right here's the E. So See, that ain't going to do right if the E wants to pop off of there. And I don't know how this is going to do, but we'll see together. Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't punch it down with both of them on there, because I think I want the E to be a little bit higher up. E. I was going to put your. See. I don't know why I have such a problem looking for these letters. See, that wasn't right. That was the C, not the E. But anyway, I had the E up here. And no, I'm not going to go back over it. Your own. Be your own. That's probably backwards too. O-W. And see, they have a W and they have an M. And one's bigger than the other. But you can use either, I suppose. And they have a U and an N, and they look the same also. So O-W-N. I think I'm going to use the smaller one. Be your own. Wonder if I could put challenge at the bottom. Use the C. And yeah, you kind of have to think backwards on top of that. J, and see, the A and the G kind of look alike. And I'll show you, this is the G. And where's my A? Here's a H that looks like an A also. Maybe the A is in the drawer somewhere. I may use the, let's see if I can use the A. No, that won't be right. J, L, L. Let me look for my A. Be back in a minute. Okay, here we are. And I'm glad I looked for the A, because I was actually missing like 4 of them. So, like the A and the G, like I said, they kind of look alike. Let's see. And I was missing the L, so it was in the bottom of my drawer too. See the E again. I have a hard time sticking that on, so if you have a hard time, sometimes you can wet the plate. and it will stick. But I don't know if that baby wipe wasn't wet enough. There we go. The N. Don't have enough room. Then the G. And the E again. Okay. And there you have it. I put be your own challenge, and I guess the word your was my challenge for today. And that's what I mean about those letters. They can look like they're backwards at sometimes, but I hope this gets me out of a slump, and I hope I inspired someone out there. But I may start working in this book. I don't know. I never know from day to day what book I'm going to be working in. But anyway, hope you'll subscribe to my channel, and as always, see you tomorrow.